All right, we have to talk about this. Because what is happening in the car industry right now, it isn't just some new trend. It's a fundamental betrayal of the very idea of ownership. I mean, this is without a doubt one of the most predatory, anti-consumer business models I have ever seen in my life. And it's not happening in some distant future. It's happening right now, in your driveway.
Just let that sit there for a second. You spent months researching. You saved up. You got the loan. You signed a mountain of paperwork. You finally drive that gorgeous $80,000 machine off the lot. You've got that new car smell, the pride of seeing it parked in your spot. You feel like you've made it. But here's the dirty, disgusting secret. You don't actually own it. Not really. Not anymore. You're basically just the caretaker of a 4,000-pound rolling computer that the manufacturer can reach into and control at any time. You haven't bought a car. You've bought a subscription.
So how in the world do we get here? Well, it seems like some car executives were sitting around a boardroom and they looked over at the video game industry. They saw companies making billions by selling kids digital costumes and weapon upgrades, microtransactions, and a nasty little light bulb went off in their heads. They thought, wait a minute, we can do that. We can do that to a car. We can turn a physical object, something people need for their daily lives, into a platform for endless parasitic monthly fees. They are literally trying to bleed you dry for years, even decades, after you've paid the car off.
And this part right here is where it goes from being just greedy to being downright infuriating. This is the absolute core of the scam. We're not talking about paying for a cool new software update or a streaming service. No. We're talking about automakers having the gall to demand a monthly fee to use physical hardware that is already bolted into the car. Hardware that you already paid for. I have to say this again because it is so fundamentally absurd it's hard to believe. When you bought that car, the sticker price included the cost of every nut, every bolt, every wire, every single computer chip. The factory installed it, you paid for it. So not only did you pay for the part, but you are physically carrying the weight of that hardware around with you everywhere you go. That reduces your gas mileage, it reduces your electric range. You are literally paying at the pump to haul around features that the manufacturer has put a digital padlock on. They are holding your own property hostage until you pay their monthly ransom. This is not a business model. It is legalized extortion.
Let's just look at some of these examples because they are mind-blowing. BMW, $18 a month for heated seats. Think about the insanity of that. The little metal coils are physically woven into the fabric of the seat. You own the seat, but BMW wants you to pay them every single month just for the privilege of letting electricity flow through wires you already bought. And it gets so much worse. Mercedes-Benz will sell you a high-performance electric car, but they deliberately cripple the motor at the factory. They hold back its power, and then they demand you pay them $1,200 a year to unlock the performance you already paid for. Audi is locking the full brightness of their fancy headlights behind a paywall. And maybe the most insulting one of all, Toyota, $8 a month to let you use the remote start button that is physically on your key fob. The plastic button in your hand is a useless decoration unless you pay a monthly tribute. It's a joke.
This quote right here is perfect. And the scary part is, it's not even an analogy anymore. It is a direct one-to-one comparison for what these companies are doing. Can you imagine buying a big, powerful truck and one day it starts sputtering and feels weak? You take it to the dealer and they say, oh, sorry, your V8 subscription has expired. You're running on the V6 package this month. If you want those other 2 cylinders back, just swipe your card. You would be laughed out of the room. You'd call a lawyer. But because it's just a few lines of code on a computer, they think it's okay. It is not okay.
And you have to understand, this isn't some weird experiment by a couple of luxury brands. This is a deliberate, calculated, industry-wide strategy to change the nature of car ownership forever. It's a gold rush, and they're not even trying to hide it. They're breaking to their investors about the mountains of cash they're going to squeeze out of you. And the numbers are absolutely terrifying.
$25 billion. Let that number sink into your brain. That is what General Motors alone expects to rake in per year just from subscriptions by 2030. That's not money from selling cars. That is pure recurring revenue from locking features you paid for and selling your data. That's more than the entire economy of some countries. That's their entire future.
And just in case you thought it was only GM, nope. Here comes Stellantis. That's the parent company of Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Chrysler. They're targeting $22.5 billion a year from the exact same playbook. You add those two together, and you're at almost $50 billion annually from just 2 car companies. This is an infection, and it has spread everywhere.
So, let's be absolutely 100% clear. This is not a test. This is not a fad that's going to go away if we ignore it. This is the new playbook. They don't want to just sell you a car anymore. The real money, the money that makes Wall Street happy, is trapping you in their ecosystem. Your car payment isn't the finish line to ownership anymore. It's just the cover charge to get into a club where you have to pay forever.
And just when you think it can't get any worse for the person buying a new car, oh boy, just wait until you see what this does to the used car market. This whole subscription model creates a series of traps that are designed to devalue cars and punish anyone who dares to buy one secondhand.
This is just sinister. So let's say you're a smart owner. You know the hardware is there, you know you paid for it, and you think, I'll just get a programmer to unlock my own heated seats. The automakers are waiting for you. Your car is basically a spy. It's constantly connected to their servers, and the second it detects you've unlocked something, it snitches on you. They will remotely beam a signal to your car and relock the feature. But that's not all. As punishment for tampering with your own property, they will permanently void the warranty on your entire vehicle. Your $80,000 car's warranty? Gone. Because you wanted to use the heated seats you paid for. It's a digital prison.
And here is the absolute nightmare for the used car buyer. Just follow the logic. Someone buys a brand new SUV. They pay the $18 a month for heated seats for 5 years. The car is fully paid off. It's an asset. They sell it to you. On the first cold day of winter, you press the heated seat button. And nothing. A message pops up on the dashboard. This feature requires an active subscription. You have to call the manufacturer and start paying them all over again every single month for 5-year-old hardware that was already paid for in full a decade ago. It is a scam that never ends.
This is the question that should keep every single one of us up at night. Seriously, because if we don't draw a line in the sand right now, if we just accept paying for heated seats and extra horsepower, we are opening a Pandora's box to a future that is genuinely terrifying. So where does this road lead?
I'm not being dramatic. Think about this. They have the technology, they have the financial incentive, billions of dollars of it, and they're already getting away with locking down comfort and performance features. What is stopping them from moving on to things that are far, far more important? Once they get us used to paying for the trivial, the next step is to make us pay for the essential.
Imagine a world with safety as a service. Sounds so corporate and clean, doesn't it? But what does it really mean? It means a $5 a month airbag readiness fee. Oh, you missed a payment? Sorry, a little warning light comes on your dash. Good luck. Or how about this? A premium $50 a month safety package that makes sure your anti-lock brakes function at 100% capacity instead of the 70% you get with the basic plan. This is horrifying. This is the plot of a dystopian sci-fi movie. But it is the logical conclusion of the path we are on. When profit is the only thing that matters, your personal safety just becomes another feature to put behind a paywall.
And that's what this all boils down to. The concept that you could buy a car, own it, modify it, and sell it, that whole idea is being systematically murdered right in front of us. These companies don't want loyal customers anymore. They want permanent subscribers. They don't want to sell you a product. They want to rent you access to a service for the rest of your life. You are not an owner. You're a tenant. And the question we all have to answer is, are we going to just sit back and let them get away with it?